Most people think bottled water is the safer option, cleaner, more reliable, worth the price. But the real cost isn't always on the label. At first, it feels like a smart decision. You avoid tap water. You feel more in control. You trust what you're drinking. So you buy a few bottles, then a pack. Then it becomes routine. And that's where things start to shift. Because what begins as a simple purchase turns into a daily habit. And daily habits scale. At first, the cost seems small. A few dollars here and there. Nothing significant. But over weeks, months, years, it adds up, quietly, without drawing attention. And that's the first hidden cost. Not the price per bottle, but the accumulation over time. Because when something becomes part of your daily life, even small expenses become large commitments. But cost isn't the only factor. There's also effort. Carrying packs, restocking constantly, making sure you don't run out. It's manageable at first, but over time, it becomes friction, because something as basic as water now requires planning, and that creates dependency. You're no longer just drinking water, you're relying on a system, stores, supply, availability, and that system isn't always stable. Prices change, stock runs out, situations shift, so now, something that should be constant feels uncertain. That's the second hidden cost, dependency, but it goes deeper. Because bottled water creates a sense of control. Without actual control, you trust the label, you trust the source, but you're still removed from the process. You don't see how it's handled, you don't influence how it's produced. So in reality, you're still relying on external systems, just different ones. And that leads to a subtle realization. You didn't eliminate uncertainty, you just moved it. That's the turning point. The real issue isn't the price of bottled water. It's the long-term trade-offs that come with relying on it daily. The real issue isn't convenience. It's the hidden dependency behind it. Because over time, cost grows, effort builds, control stays limited, and once people start noticing that pattern, they begin to question it. Not immediately, but gradually. They start asking, is there a way to reduce this dependency? Is there a more consistent approach? And that's where behavior begins to change. Because once a daily habit starts to feel heavy, people look for alternatives. If you want to explore how some people are approaching this in a more practical and sustainable way, there's a structured breakdown in the description that goes deeper into it. And if you're interested in content that helps you rethink everyday decisions like this with more clarity, consider subscribing. Because sometimes, the biggest costs are the ones you don't notice.